I was 12 years old when I started drinking and using drugs. 14 years later, at the age of 26, it was late January, and I had reached a point of utter desperation and hopelessness as a result of my drinking. That week, I had been in a car accident with my friend, totaled his car. We ran from the cops, got caught. I had lost my job because I couldn't show up for work on time. My wife was done with me. She was ready to get rid of me. I had no relationship left with my parents, my family. The consequences had just grown and mounted and become such a mess that I couldn't see any way out. And I just fell to the ground in my house and I cried out to God and I said, God, I don't know what to do. I'm completely lost, hopeless. If you're there, I need you because I'm not going to make it. It's hard to find words for how painful and how bad that was. My wife stepped in and she made some calls, and later that day I was in the hospital. I stayed in the hospital for 35 days, 5 of those days in detox to get off the alcohol and the drugs, and then the rest of the time was for counseling. During that time in the hospital, I was introduced to a man named Mickey, and Mickey was a believer. I thought that I was very smart and very wise, and Mickey showed me how I needed to surrender my life to God and really to accept His plan for my life as opposed to the plan that I had for my life, which completely failed. I've been sober for 31 years now, and the way that Jesus has provided His grace and provided people to walk alongside me throughout those 31 years has been amazing. I wanted the pain to stop. I wanted the consequences to stop. But if I had pictured my life in the future at that time, I would have drastically underestimated how wonderful my life has become since that time through my faith in Jesus. Today, if I begin to feel sadness or hopelessness, I have a community of believers around me that I can turn to, people who are safe, people who love me. When I was young, I just wanted to be happy and useful and loved, and I couldn't find that anywhere around me in my life. And now that I've been through all these things and I've learned so much, I understand that love and that usefulness comes through Jesus and my faith in Him and dependence and surrender to God.